Hey, this is Paradox. And another story, and I'm recording like 3 videos in one night, so it's probably the same gameplay, just some Left 4 Dead for the Xbox 360, but I'm on the Xbox One. Well, this one is me doing my very first rap performance. Now, on my YouTube channel, you can see a snippet of me doing my first actual set. Now, this is my first performance. I'll tell you the story about the first set. This is my first performance. I could only do one song. It was a talent show in Mineral County. Well, let me start out with the story. Why my character just cowers in the corner for a minute. Okay, so it was around early 2018. And I saw, we were like at school, I think. I didn't see anything, sorry. We were at school, and it was the announcements. And, everybody's sitting at their desk, and I'm talking to my friends, or whatever friends I did have in Frankfurt. Well, the announcements comes on. We all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff. And I keep hearing about this talent show. And I'm like, talent show? Wow, I would probably lose. I'll never enter that. Well, this was around the time where people were actually knowing me for my rap music in school. They would always ask me to freestyle. I don't know if they were mocking me or actually liking me. I know a few people from Frankfurt actually did bump my music. Maybe like 1 to 2 actual fans. And funny because one of them actually like asked me for an autograph, and I found it hilarious. I was like, yeah, sure, dude, why not? Even though I'm not like famous. So I'm getting sidetracked. Either way, with this story going on, I keep hearing about the announcements. Well, one day I'm in drama class, and I was with my friend Gareth. Now, Gareth is a nice dude. I'm going to use his real name because I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind me just saying his name on YouTube. He's my best friend. All right, he's like a brother to me. Well, we're in drama class, and I was telling him about the talent show. I'm pretty sure I was telling him about it. I can't remember fully. My brain's too But we were in a talent show conversation. And I was like, I wonder where you get the papers at. And someone, I believe, told me how. But before all this happened, what even got me to talk about the talent show was kids who were hearing me freestyle said I should sign up for it. And they kind of just like peer pressure me into doing it. They're just like, you should do the talent show. You can do good. You should do the talent show. You're really talented. They would like it. Go for it. Beat up that mic. Just a bunch of inspiring talk. So I go talk to the drama teacher who was holding the papers for it. And she gave me a paper. I signed it out. And I had about a good 3 weeks. Now, I wish I did this earlier because it was going for a whole month. 3 weeks to write one song. And I was like, well, oh boy. So, being me, I wrote some. It's when my rapping wasn't like great. Like my freestyle rapping was fine, but my written stuff wasn't so lyrical at the time. But I made this song, this really amateur rap song, and I did it over the instrumental of Jerem Benton's Schizo. Now, that wasn't going to be the original instrumental. The original instrumental was going to be Killing Everybody by Eminem on the Slim Shady LP, which is a pretty fun song to just vibe with. Well, I changed it last minute because they said they can just pull up any instrumental they want. And I was like, well, I want Schizo because that kind of... I used to be like a horrorcore-ish rapper, but I didn't like do too much horrorcore. I just like the instrumentals to it, Well, I was at practice. Well, we were going to practice. And, my grandma pulls me up in there. I do my practice on the Come On Everybody instrumental, and it turned out to be really good. The practice judges were bopping their heads and all this stuff. And, let's just say a few more weeks pass by, and the day of the talent show arrives. And I already asked them to do the Jerem Benton Schizo thing. Well, we get to Kaiser High School, which is where it was held at. And, I'm just nervous. I'm seeing all these people perform. Some people pretty talented. Some people ain't talented at all. One person, you can literally hear the cover of the song being sung by the artist and not them. They were just like mumbling the lyrics. And I was just like, oh gosh, so at least I'll do somewhat good here. Well, I had about 2 mutant sodas to pump me up, okay? I wore some random outfit. I think it was like a really generic black hoodie, a gray tank top, and like blue jeans because I was like lazy. So I kind of looked like a wannabe Eminem. And, my times is coming there. I have a bunch of family there supporting me. I go on the stage, and the first thing I do, what do? No, I don't introduce myself. I yell, West Virginia, because I thought I was going to get the crowd hyped up. But you can't really hype up a crowd that's full of people's parents. Trust me. Well, here's where it starts. I tell them to turn on the beat. You know, I start the first verse, and I thought I was going to bomb it on the first verse, but I honestly did a pretty good job. The reason why I did is because I think you could, like, win a prize, money thing. If you actually do it good, you know, you get some money. Well, I'm doing this, and around the second verse, guess what happened? I pulled an 8 Mile and forgot my lyrics and froze up for a whole minute. After a full minute of just freezing up, I just randomly, frantically start freestyling the rest of the song. And the freestyle was better than the written stuff, and oof, I died. Well, either way, I was freestyling the written stuff. Like, it was better than the written stuff, to be honest. The freestyle was like, it was a little bit slower, but it was more like laid back in my style, you know, and I was loud enough. Well, at the end of the song, and I guess this is why I didn't win, I jumped off of the stage and then slammed the microphone on the judge table and walked out. Just like, no shits given, just peace. I'm done. I didn't want to show my face anymore. I was already embarrassed enough. Because if you forget your lyrics in public, that's a really embarrassing thing. But you finish it like a man, and then you'll go cry about it later. So I ended up not winning, but I did end up getting good applause for it. And that was a pretty lit night, if you ask me. So that was my first time performing, and that was my first time on stage, and didn't do pretty good. But everybody bombs their first try, you know. Attempts, trial and error. Moral of the story is, if something fails first, don't give up. You end up being good at it. And don't let the stage frighten you. Alright, I hope you like the story, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's get the community back to the comment section. Peace.
I got your whole stomach burning. More energetic. My lines are so damn kinetic.
Damn.
Thought I'd come up in the rap game and I get treated pathetic.
Really?
But they will all just regret it. That this whole game need a medic.
Yeah.
I think a little more different. All the haters will regret it. They cannot even repent it.